Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Dante Jackson on the
quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw, it's Murray. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Credit to sack there to Harold Landry.
Brings up 3rd down.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be out right at the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st down, Carolina.
They'll run with McCaffrey. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes,
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. A 1st carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13. Murray on the screen. This is Edmonds. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Murray. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And it's fielded at the 34. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Christian McCaffrey.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts him in a pretty good spot for second. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
13.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And the Panthers.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
From the gun, Murray. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Yetur Gross-Matos. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
5-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And now it's 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey.
The pass.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they'll get this down to the 10. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He may try and run, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. It's their quarterback. His 11th touchdown of the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
7. Cardinals nothing. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Harold Landry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 20.
Operating from the gun, Murray. He's going to go deep for Conley. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Lining up for the point after.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a 3-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second.
Brings up second
as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. To try again after the sack. Murray. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play fake. Murray. Being chased out left. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
We'll see how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. DJ Moore.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
That one going to be complete to David Moore. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, a 22. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
15-yard line.
On play action, it's Murray. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Down and 14.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
29 is Mike 29. Touchdown, defense. Check. Lucky.
Operating from the gun, Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
In trouble, and he's taken down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time. Gets the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Carolina.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 12. A big third down play there for the Panthers. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times, the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
Buying time to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Troy Pride. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back into huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. Put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
You better be afraid of me. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 30 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Murray. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his fourth touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6.
Makes the score Panthers.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. He finds an opening past the 40. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. The Cardinals on third down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Now 3rd down and 8.
Operating from the gun. Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Throwing again. Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to look. Got his man. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 60
He'll look to throw. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26.
A gain of 15.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Over the middle, complete. It's Arnold. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Today's final score, Panthers 42.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And